What's the biggest lie you've ever gotten away with? I told my 7th grade English teacher I'd read IT. I hadn't read a single page. Mrs. Miller was a legend at our school. 30 years teaching English, zero tolerance for bullcrap, and she'd read every book in the school library twice. She let us choose a novel for our final presentation. Full oral report, Q&A from classmates. Then she gets to ask one question at the end, worth 40% of our grade. And of course I picked IT because the cover looked cool. Stephen King, horror, what could go wrong? Then I opened it. The thing was like over 1,000 pages of tiny font. I was in 7th grade. The new Fortnite season just dropped. I had zero interest in reading a phone book about a killer clown. Mrs. Miller gave us 6 weeks. Every Friday, she'd set aside the last 20 minutes of class for silent reading time. You had to bring your book and actually read it in front of her. She'd walk around, checking progress, asking questions. Week 1, I'd read maybe 10 pages. She stopped at my desk. "How far are you?" "Chapter 2, I said. She nodded. "Good start. Keep that pace." Week 2, I hadn't moved. I'd been reading the same page for 20 minutes, hoping she wouldn't notice. She noticed. "Still Chapter 2? You need to pick up the pace at home." "I'm a fast reader, Mrs. Miller. I'll catch up, I promise." Week 3, still Chapter 2. She pulled me aside after class. "This is concerning. At this rate, you won't finish." "I got this. I'm reading at home. I just like to savor it, you know? Take my time." She didn't buy it, but she gave me one more chance. By week 4, I got bold. Started bringing Diary of a Wimpy Kid to class. It was buried deep in my backpack. Mrs. Miller walked by during reading time and stopped dead. "Where's it?" "At home." I finished it. Her eyes went wide. "Your presentation is in 1 week." "Yes, ma'am. I'm ready." I was not ready. The night before presentation started, I'd read exactly 0 pages of the actual book. I found it online, the newer one. Watched it twice back to back, took notes, and Googled Stephen King writing style analysis at 11 p.m. on my iPad. I didn't dare try ChatGPT. Mrs. Miller literally said she could spot AI writing from a mile away and would give us an automatic F. The next morning, I actually felt ready, like I could pull this off. Presentation day. I went 5th. I got up in front of the class with my note cards shaking in my hands. Mrs. Miller sat in the back with her arms crossed and her gradebook open. I started talking, kept everything super vague. The story follows this group of kids in Derry, Maine. There's this evil clown called Pennywise that's been killing kids in the town. I glanced at my note cards. The kids have to band together to fight it. There's a lot of psychological horror and stuff about facing your fears. I looked up. Half the class looked bored. Really makes you think about childhood trauma. Stephen King's writing is very descriptive and builds tension masterfully. I set my note cards down. Now came the Q&A. My heart was pounding. I saw my best friend raise his hand. "Was it scary?" "Yeah, super creepy." I shifted my weight. "What was the scariest part?" Probably the sewer scenes. Very intense." Someone in the back raised their hand. "Would you recommend it?" "Totally." Couldn't put it down. Well, at least that's what Sarah H. said in her Google review, but I was crushing it. Then I made eye contact with Mrs. Miller. She wasn't writing in her gradebook. She was just staring at me. That look teachers give you when they know you're full of it, but they're waiting to see how far you'll take it. I actually started feeling good. My hands stopped shaking. I'd pulled it off. "Okay, does anyone else have questions?" No one raised their hands. Almost home free. Then I remembered. Mrs. Miller always gets the last question. Then I said the words I'd been dreading. "Mrs. Miller, do you have a question?" Long pause. She closed her gradebook, stood up, walked slowly to the front of the classroom. Everyone went silent. She stopped right in front of my desk. "Yes, I was wondering if you could tell us about some of the major differences between the book and the movie." My balls literally dropped through the floor. The room went completely silent. Everyone was staring at me. She knew. She absolutely knew. And she'd just trapped me in front of the entire class. I stood there frozen. My brain was screaming. I had 2 options. Admit I didn't read it and fail, or try to make something up and fail worse. Then it hit me. The dumbest, most beautiful idea I'd ever had. I looked her dead in the eye. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Miller. I don't know. I never saw the movie." The classroom exploded into whispers. She just stared at me. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. I thought I was dead. Then she smiled. The first smile I'd ever seen from her. "Sit down. B+."